Hello and welcome to the Collectibles channel. Well, I said I'd do it. I said that I'd get the camera fixed, and looking at what I'm seeing, I'm really pleased. As you come in close, you get a lot more definition and high resolution. So I'm really looking forward next year to posing out my entire collection again and scrub all the stuff on the channel that I put up there and reshoot. And that's Iron Man with his blast effects. But we're going to start on the right hand side first. So if I come across, you will see Vision from WandaVision, and then you'll see Spider-Man and Dr. Octopus, Venom, Silver Surfer, the female version. Now I've just acquired the male version. He's called Norrin Radd, Silver Surfer, and I will review him next year along with all my collection individually or collectively. But I'm just going to do a test run of this just to show you what it looks like on camera now I've sorted it all out. And I really do love what I'm looking at. So there you got War Machine, Mystique, also known as Raven. Then you've got Katana from the Suicide Squad, and Madam Hydra next to her. Sometimes she's known as Lady Hydra. Then you'll see Hawkeye there with the Sky Cycle behind him, and there's Ghost Rider with his head sculpt at his feet. Now I'm all about the comic figures because that's what I prefer, that's what I grew up with, but I don't mind collecting movie figures. I collect mainly Todd McFarlane, Marvel Legends, and the Black Series Star Wars. But this is just a dummy run of what I've got. I just shoot along just to get an idea of what that looks like. I'm very much into my posing, and that's what I do. I don't collect too many variants. I just collect what I like, so I've got the space to do this kind of stuff, which is what I like to do, and you'll see that all next year. So I'm going to go over the top now, and so you're going to see Rhino, Thor in the background, a Batman figure, Eddie the Hood, and a futuristic version of Cyclops there. Then if I come over onto that side, you'll see that blue guy. I don't know his name, but he's from the X-Men world. Then I've got Deadpool there, and he comes with a head sculpt, which I will show you next year. And then we're going to come over the top, and you'll just see Red Skull there, Wolverine, Sabretooth, his brother, and then we'll come back to Ghost Rider and Hawkeye. I like those poses. So I'm going to start back across the row, further out, so you can see what it's all about. And not a bad effect. So on the 1st or 2nd of December, you will see my entire collectibles tour. I'll go in depth into what they're all about, but I'm just going to pause the footage and show you my final figure in the kitchen area. So stay tuned to this channel. Nice close up there of Iron Man, and I'll pause it there. So welcome back. This is my version of King Kong. Now when I was a kid, I remember watching this 30s version of King Kong, and I was blown away, as was the rest of the world. It won a lot of Oscars in its day, and it was ahead of its time when it came to special effects. Now I've got pretty much all the King Kong movies, including the one with Godzilla in, but this is my version, the 30s version, and it's released by NECA. They also did a version of him where you see him on the Empire State Building, and I think that comes with a little biplane to get the effect of him being on the Empire State Building grabbing the plane. But I love this one. I call this the Skull Island version, and he comes with a head sculpt, other than this one and a few accessories and some fighting fists. And next year I will be reshooting this guy and you'll get to see what he's all about. I just come close in on that pterodactyl that he's got there. Nice colours on that figure. And that beak can open and close. If I come down here, in the movie version of King Kong recently, Skull Island, I think that's supposed to be a baby skull crusher. Now that grows into a massive thing and it's one of King Kong's enemies. And I've thrown in some stones for effect, just to prop the thing up. But just to go into depth about King Kong, when it came out in the 30s, it was done by a guy who was considered the godfather of special effects, Ray Harryhausen, who I'm a big fan of. And I've got quite a few of his films, and I'll just reel off a few of them. Jason and the Argonauts, The Seventh Voyage of Sinbad, The Golden Voyage of Sinbad, and he did a film called Jack the Giant Killer. And what he did when he did King Kong, he made the figure for the film, and he basically would shoot it, then stop the film, move the figure, shoot it, stop the film, move the figure, and then when he put together the footage, he basically would have that figure appearing to move by itself. That was known as stop motion photography, and he hugely inspired people like George Lucas and Steven Spielberg. So that's King Kong, my favourite version of him anyway. So this is a dummy run, and I'm going to put this on the channel for you guys to have a look at. And as I say, when you see the new stuff in the new year, you'll see I like to pose my figures. I don't like to get too many of the same figure, because I think space is a thing that you need to pose these figures. But at the end of the day, if you're into collecting loads and loads of variants, that's your thing, it's not mine. I just like to have what I like and make the most of them by posing them, because I don't like the effect of having too much clutter on my shelves. So I'm going to leave it on that shot, and as I said before, I will reshoot my entire collection from top to bottom, because I've got them upstairs and downstairs, and pose them out individually and collectively. And then this is just a little teaser, so I hope you're enjoying what you've seen. And on that note, I'm going to say thanks for tuning into the channel, and I'll see you again on the 2nd or the 1st of December, and then again in the year. Throughout the year you'll see me shooting a lot of my collection. So I say good night, because it's night time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.